Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of March 2023, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Sag, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Just send me an email. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any amount is welcome. Okay, definitely a decision being made here in the recent past. Oof. All right, now Sag, I'm going to say you, because this is your reading. This may be your person's energy as well. So take it as it resonates. Okay, the main energy for your reading this month is the Knight of Swords. You're taking action. You're not just sitting there kind of hoping for the best. You're like, I know what I got to do. I made up my mind. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we'll see exactly what this action is all about for you. In the recent past, you get the Judgment, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. There's a decision that you need to make here. Now, part of you is leaning towards, I got to put an end to this. I got to cut this out. I don't know if this is a relationship or not. I'm not seeing one way or the other, but there is something here where you're like, look, I know I need to end this. I know I need to put an end to this. This is what, like, deep down I feel like I need to do. Your higher self has kind of come to this decision. But here in the 3D world, you're showing me that you're very much confused. You're not really sure. You're not 100% sure what to do. So we'll see what this confusion is all about for you. In the current situation, you get the Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles. Something seems to be working out here for you quite well in the current situation. And then just as quickly as it's working out, it almost flips and you kind of go into, I got to pull back mode. I got to hold back mode. Now, I don't know if you have to hold back resources. I don't know if this is your energy that you're pulling back, but it's like, hey, everything's good. Everything's great. And then just as quickly as everything's going well, you go into kind of like, you know, hunker down mode. And we'll see exactly what this is about. Now, in the near future, you get the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the High Priestess. This is you. You're showing up very grounded, very stable, very much like I can take care of myself. I can take care of what I need. I'm good on my own. But deep down, there's an energy here of somebody else or something else that you don't trust. You're looking at this and you're kind of like, your intuition deep down is kicking in, is like, the math ain't mathin'. Something's not sitting right. But you're still good. I don't feel like whatever is not mathin', whatever is not adding up here, I don't feel like it necessarily affects you that much. But you're just kind of looking at this like, oh, you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes? I'm smarter than that. Very vague, Sag. But let's see. Let's start off by clarifying, excuse me, the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Knight of Swords. Wow. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords again, the Strength and the Death. Yeah, you definitely are taking action to put an end to something here. I feel like in the recent past, you kind of came to the understanding of this is what I need to do, this is what I should do. And then now in the current situation, it's like, overall energy for the month, it's like, okay, and not only do I understand I need to do this, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually take action. But it's difficult for you. It is difficult for you. This is not easy. Whatever this is that you need to do, whatever you need to put an end to, it's hard. It's taken a lot of effort on your part. This is not at all an easy, oh, okay, no big deal, I'll just put an end to this type of energy. Let's take a look at the recent past. I want to clarify the Judgment for you in the recent past. The Judgment is clarified by the Five of Cups, the King of Cups. It says Prince, but in this deck, Prince is King. And the Tower. You come to the realization, and this is you, the King of Wands. I don't assign gender to my cards. You've come to the realization that something happened in the past, right? You love this person, and this is a connection. You have love for this person, but something took place in the past which just completely destroyed the foundation between you and this other person, and you're realizing that. So whatever happened in the past, maybe at some point you thought you could get over it, maybe at some point you thought you could get past it, it wouldn't be that big a deal, maybe we can heal through this. You're showing me, I love this person. The love is still there, but whatever they did in the past or whatever happened between us in the past completely burned this to the ground. Like there is nothing for me to work with. This connection is not stable anymore. Love is not enough to keep this going. And in the recent past, you came to the understanding, like you came to that realization. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles in the recent past. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Five of Pentacles. You're confused here because on the one hand, you do want this connection. You're like, okay, maybe we can work on this. Maybe we can fix this. Maybe we can have a new beginning, right? Maybe not all is lost. But then on the other hand, you're kind of like, look, if I take my emotions out of this and I kind of, man up, and I say man up, I don't assign, like I'm not just talking to the men out there. I just use it as a phrase. And I kind of man up and I just got to, do what I need to do. Like, I know what I need to do, but the pain, the separation, the loss that you're anticipating experiencing is pretty painful as well. Because you're showing me like, I keep bouncing back and forth between, okay, I need to end this connection. It's going to suck. It's going to hurt. I'm going to lose somebody very significant to me. But on the other hand, maybe I can fix this. Maybe we can work. Maybe we can have a new beginning. But your higher self has already come to the understanding that this is not stable. This is not solid. This cannot be fixed. But here in the 3D world, you're still confused and you're still trying to work into maybe I can do this. Maybe we can do that. Maybe this, maybe that. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords for you in the recent past. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Despite this ending, you're still trying to keep this amicable, right? You're not just completely like burning the bridge, I'm done with you. You're like, look, we need to end things. It sucks. It hurts me. It hurts you. But let's still be friends, right? Just because we can't be in a romantic relationship, let's still be friends. You're trying to approach this. You're trying to put like a logical spin on this. Like it makes sense for us to be friends. We have the same friend group. We work together, whatever reasoning you're giving yourself. But at the end of the day, the real reason why you still want to stay friends with this person is because you're still very drawn to them. You're still very attracted to them. You're still, you still view them as like, hey, that's my person, right? Just because we decided that things are over here in the 3D world doesn't mean that that cuts the energy. It doesn't mean that that cuts the emotion, right? And so you're showing me in the recent past, despite this difficult ending, I do still want us to be friends. I do still want to find a way to like still have our energies together somehow. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see the Six of Wands for you. Six of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords, Ten of Swords, which you just got in the recent past, and the Two of Wands. You're waiting. You're waiting for the point where you're going to get to the, okay, it's fine. It's over. I feel good now. Because you're still, the pain from the past, you're still feeling it in the current situation. Like, it's a difficult loss. It's a difficult ending. And you're showing me, like, am I ever going to get to that point where I feel good, where I feel like I've overcome this ending, where it doesn't hurt as much, where it doesn't suck as much? Like, you're literally showing me, like, am I ever going to get to that point? You know you will, right? You know that, like, time heals all. But you're just getting impatient. You don't want to wait. You're like, I want to get over this now. Like, I don't want to have to wait until I feel better. Like, let's go. It's like, I broke a bone today. Okay, I want it to be healed tomorrow. But it doesn't work that way, right? This ending, especially something this difficult, it takes a little while. So be patient with yourself. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune in the current situation. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, remember, if you're patient, the universe rewards you for that patience. And so it seems like, again, this difficult, painful ending is shifting and you're entering into this energy of happiness. Not just like, oh, yay, ice cream, but like actual, genuine happiness. I see your heart is also opening up here. I see you moving away from the difficult energies that you experienced, the pain of the ending, the separation, and moving towards much calmer, much more grounded energies. So very positive shift here in the current situation. Let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles in the current situation. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Swords, Four of Swords, Two of Swords. Ooh, that's a lot of swords. Here's the thing. You're showing me I'm healing, right? And you are. You are healing. Remember, you're slowly getting through this ending. You're moving towards much calmer energies. You are healing. But you're not actually healing to the extent that you think you're healing. Because what you're showing me is I'm healing, I'm completely healed. You're not fully healed, you're just closed off. And so essentially, the little painful parts of this ending that you don't want to deal with, you've kind of walled them off. And you're like, oh, I can't see them. If I can't see them, they don't exist. I've healed them. You haven't healed them. You've literally just blocked them off so that you don't have to look at them, you don't have to face them, and you don't have to accept the fact that they're there. So yes, you've healed, but you haven't healed everything. What you've done is essentially kind of like, let's pretend that this is like a painful part where you don't want to look at it. You're like, oh, okay, doesn't exist anymore. Yay. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So healing is actually healing. It's not just, covering it up and pretending like it's not there. But you're refusing to look at that. I feel like you know that, but you don't want to accept that. So, also I just noticed my microphone is like on full blast, so I hope this is not too loud for you guys. I apologize if it is. Technical difficulties. I'm so not a technical person. Okay, let's take a look at your near future. I want to clarify the King of Pentacles for you. King of Pentacles is clarified by the Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Moon. Yeah, you're showing me I'm good. I'm focused on myself. Everything's fine. I'm taking care of myself. I'm really, really good where I'm at. And you are. Divine balance has been restored here. I do see you focusing on yourself, on your needs, on your desires. But remember that little part that I said about if I close it off and I don't look at it, then it doesn't exist? You're still carrying that into the near future. You're still blocking off and suppressing certain things that you don't really want to look at. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords for you in the near future. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Devil. So yeah, you are very focused on yourself. You're really nurturing yourself. You're giving yourself a lot of TLC here, right? But there's an energy here of you, one step forward, two steps back type of thing. Again, you're showing me in the near future, me, I'm focused on me, I'm taking care of me, I'm prioritizing me, I have everything I need, and you do. But it's a little bit of a manipulative view in how you show it, right? It's almost like you're trying to deceive yourself. And you're doing a pretty damn good job of it, to be honest, because you're showing the Devil here, which is letting me know that like you are kind of, if you were to look at your own life, right? Like let's say I presented your energy to you, but I didn't tell you that it was you. You'd be like, oh, this person's amazing. This person's exceptional. They're doing great. They're so focused on themselves. They're really focused on their career, their job, etc. But you would know, like you being you would know that that's not the truth. You would know that behind the scenes, there's more going on, right? It's like you're suppressing certain things, but to you, it's like, oh, if I put on these rose-colored glasses, then that makes it real, right? Like if I have these glasses on, which I don't have to look at certain things and they just kind of block out like certain things that I don't want to look at, then that's the reality. I mean, yes, but also no. Right? Just because you close your eyes and you don't see the elephant in the room doesn't mean the elephant doesn't exist. But that's what you're convincing yourself of here. It's like the elephant doesn't exist because I can't see it. Well, try opening your eyes. You'll see it real quick. Let's take a look at the High Priestess in the near future for you. High Priestess is clarified by the Seven of Swords, which you just got, the Wheel of Fortune, which you got in the current situation, and the Nine of Wands. Deep down, you know you're doing this. Deep down, you know that you're kind of lying to yourself, deceiving yourself, like trying to convince yourself that you're all good, which again, you are. It's not like it's completely bullshit. But you're showing me like I'm 100% good when there's like literally like 20% of you that you still need to take a look at, but you're refusing to look at it. And you're showing me like this keeps coming up. This keeps coming up. Like I keep these things I need to look at. They keep surfacing and I keep suppressing them. And they keep surfacing and I keep suppressing them. And you're aware that you're doing that, but for some reason it's easier for you to do that and ignore whatever this is instead of actually like dealing with it or facing it or actually healing it. So it's like you have a really bad cut, and instead of getting stitches, you put a Band-Aid. The Band-Aid bleeds through, you put another Band-Aid, and so on and so forth. Instead of just literally going through the pain and getting stitches once and for all and just dealing with it, you're like, oh, Band-Aid, replace, Band-Aid, replace. So it's that kind of an energy. Let's take a look at what you need to keep in mind this month, Sag. From the universe, you get the Five of Cups, King of Wands, and the Moon. Yeah, it's the past. You're suppressing the past. Something in the past. You opened your reading with the Five of Cups. You're closing it with the Five of Cups. Something about the past, whatever caused this whole thing to actually crumble, right? The love that you had to crumble, that's what you don't want to look at. Maybe it has something to do with your actions and you're like, hey, I don't want to look at my part in this. I don't feel like that's the case though. I feel like there's something in there where you're like, if I fully look at the past, it just hurts too much. And I don't want to look at it. So Sag, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading resonated and gave you clarity. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here on the next one.